I was just sitting here thinking, today is January the 3rd, right? And already my first week of the new year is already rocky. I just lost my grandmother. She was my step-grandmother, my stepfather's mother, but she passed away this morning. And I lost my ex. You know, he didn't die or anything, but I finally left his ass for good. So I am officially single now, and I lost my grandmother, and the first 3 days of the new year has been so chaotic for me. And I just want y'all to listen to what I'm about to say. Right now, what is going on in life right now is that a lot of times, a lot of us right now is going to go through a rocky start. It's going to be rocky. Some of us is about to lose greatly. Some of us is about to lose very little. But just know that in order for you to be the greatest of who you are, the best of who you are going to have to lose a lot. Because if you want to be your highest self, if you want to reunite and be connected to your highest self, you're going to have to leave your old self behind spiritually. All your old ways that you are used to doing, you got to leave those things behind, because your higher self don't know nothing about that. Your higher self don't know nothing about death. Your higher self don't know nothing about fear. Your higher self don't know nothing about trials and tribulations. So right now, we are coming into the new year. We are not in year 2025 yet. This is January the 3rd of 2024. April is when our 2025 officially begins. So right now, while we are coming into the new year, between January the 1st and April, you might have a bumpy road where you're going to go through a lot of transitions. You're going to go through a lot of mind-blowing situations. But just know that everything in this life was meant to happen. Everything is done well by design. So if you've been a drug addict or drunk all your life and all of a sudden you just want to get clean and you do it, you were meant to be clean during the time that you became clean. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't have to pray about it. You don't have to manifest about it. It's going to come. Because the way I became awakened at 37 years old, and I'm 42 now. And when that energy hit me, it hit me. Even when I didn't ask for it, it hit me. I don't even think I was ready for it. It just hit me. But when it hit me so hard until it made me see what it was. So it was my choice at that time to go along with my higher self and see what that was. Take that red pill or ignore it and denounce it. But I went with it. I took that red pill. And now I know everything that is meant for me is going to happen whether I ask for it or not. And everything that is meant for you this year and many of years to come, if we live to see it, it is designed and meant for you. So if you out here chasing life, you chasing a bag, you chasing the wonders of the world, you chasing people love, you chasing people likes, you're going to continue to chase. Because if it's not meant for you, you're going to be chasing nothing but thin air. Because anything that was meant for you, it is going to happen. You don't have to sacrifice your life for it. You don't have to sell anything for it. You don't have to degrade yourself for it. You don't even have to go out for it. It's going to come to you. It's going to come. Anything that was meant for you is going to come. And sometimes we're going to be ready for it. Sometimes we're not going to be ready for it. And if you are not ready for it, believe me, it's going to make you ready for it. Because you're going to stop everything you're doing. Why? Because you know that was meant for you. You got a lot of people who got the best thing they ever had come to their lives. But the fact that they are not ready for it, they don't want it right now. Then that opportunity will never come again. So anything that was meant for you, like really, really meant for you, I don't give a damn if you're ready for it or not. Take it. Take it. You don't have to sacrifice for it. You don't have to do anything for it. Take it. And know where it's coming from. Know where it's coming from. Because if you come to a life-changing opportunity and they tell you that you got to do this and do that and do this and do that for it, it wasn't meant for you. Because anything that is meant for you, it is going to be handed to you on a silver platter. Period. Period. So if your most desirable dreams come in your lap right now, but you notice you got to change something and you got to act different and you got to do this to get it, it's not meant. Anything that was meant for you is going to be handed to you. Handed. And you still the same old bitch you always been. You always going to be the same old nice, caring person you always been. It was given to you. You got to know where it's coming from. And you got to use your discernment and know, is it meant to be with you? Or do I got to sacrifice something to get it or keep it? And that's what's wrong with a lot of human beings down here today. They get these major opportunities. And when they get it, they say, well, you can get this opportunity if you sell your soul. If you make this transition with your body. If you believe in this. If you do that, you can get this. It was meant for you. And a lot of people don't know. They'll do it. Because it's what they want. They think it was meant for them. And then when they do everything that they needed to do to get it, they realize it wasn't even all that good what it's supposed to be. And they change themselves just to get something that wasn't even meant. But anything that is meant for you, you don't got to change nothing. Nothing. Because I've always been the same Ajita. I am 42 years old. I've always been the same Ajita. Even at 20, even at 15, even at 30. I became awakened at 37 years old. And the way that I am now, I was the same way back then. I didn't change nothing to become awakened. I didn't sacrifice nothing to learn who my higher self was. And I'm the same person I was 6, 7 years ago. The only different thing about me now is that I am a changed woman. Because I've allowed my higher self to take control of me. Even though I'm not perfect. I cuss. I drink sodas. I do me. But at the end of the day, I know who I am. And I didn't change nothing to get where I am today. I didn't have to fast. I didn't have to become a vegan. I didn't have to drink a lot of water. I didn't have to sit in the sun. I didn't have to grind. I didn't have to do none of that. I became awakened sitting in my bedroom. Sitting in my bedroom. This is how I became. Sitting in my bedroom. So anything that was meant for you is going to come to you. So take this life as a lesson. Take whatever you're doing in your life right now as a lesson. If you are a junkie right now, if you are an alcoholic, if you are homeless, whatever struggles and trials and tribulations that you are going through, take it as a lesson. Learn from it. See what you was doing. Learn. Look at what's going on around you and look at what you're doing. Learn from it. Because if you ever transition to another person, if you ever transition to your higher self, you can look back at that person and learn. And then you can go out and motivate and help others. Share your testimony with others. Your testimony can save another drunk. Can save another drug addict. Can save another homeless person. It's not us going to church every day to become a godly person. It's your own testimony that can change another person's life. You can change another person's life. You don't have to go through all of this stuff to change a person's life. It could be your own testimony. You could have been a drug addict, homeless, living on the street, smelling like hot piss. And now you in a room full of people that is homeless, living on the street, smelling like hot piss. You are now talking to this, letting them know how you used to be like them. And how you overcame it. And they're going to look at you as inspiration. So sometimes your trials and tribulations is your anointing. You just got to look in here and analyze what you see. Because we all are messiahs. We are all anointed. No matter how rough your life is, you're going through it for a reason. But just know you're not going to always go through that. And when you get the opportunity in your hands, make sure you know that it is genuinely yours. And you don't got to sacrifice a fucking thing to get anything that your heart and soul desires.